Well, check out what I have today. It's a Zenith color TV VCR combination. No, it's not a flat screen. It's a big box TV. So the complaint is that it eats tapes. I just happen to have a tape right here. I hear it load. I heard a weird sound. I'll press play, and I don't see much of anything. It looks like maybe a clogged head, hard to say. I can't fast forward, can't rewind. I can't eject it. It's doing something. Well, it didn't eat the tape, that's for sure. Try it again.
777.
Oh, I heard something for a second. I'm wondering if the heads are just clogged.
Day 17 through 27. Over 200 new and used RVs on display and on.
Because when I search, I can see a little bit of video. It might just need a cleaning. Let's go ahead and tear it apart. Stop. Eject. Well, it's definitely not eating the tape. I'm a little apprehensive about that little chirp sound that I heard in there. We'll have to get into it and find out what's making that sound. Alright, these really weren't bad little units. They were made by a company called Orion, and they made products for like Emerson and some Sharp products, but they were actually really good units. So if you're going to take one of these units apart, you need to be very careful, because on this unit there's probably only 18 to 22,000 volts. Well, I just checked the tag over here that you may or may not be able to see, and this one operates at a maximum of 26,000 volts. And that's what goes in this big red lead right here. That's why this big separator's on here, to keep it away from the cabinet and whatnot. And so you've got to be careful here, because the picture tube is a big capacitor and it remains charged even after the unit's off. Here's the flyback transformer that makes the pulse. It's like the ignition coil in a car, and it operates at 15,734 hertz for the NTSC system. And so you have to be very careful, because the field is collapsing 15,734 times per second. There's a potential for the injection molded plastic on here to break down over time. And if this unit were on, or even off for some length of time, and you were to lay your finger up against the transformer over here, it's a possibility there could be a small hole in it, and the arc could be released into your hand, and you wouldn't want to feel that. Even though this is a little 13-inch picture tube, there still is quite the volume for disaster in here. Nice little unit though. So let's go ahead and on these units, the entire chassis, right here, the entire chassis pulls out, and it includes the VCR unit, which is under this metal cover. And see, the mechanism just pulls out. And with most of these, you can swing these things up. And once I get the wires disconnected down in here, which are just in a little trough over here, then this will allow it to actually come out enough to semi-work on it. Okay, so first let's just go ahead and pull this cover off. And so it's just a matter of releasing these tabs and these lower tabs as well, and then this unit right here slides up under this tab. So once you've pulled it up to unlock it here, unlock it here, and unlock it here, this can be pulled forward and then lifted up carefully, because this actually rides up underneath this ribbon cable right here. Okay, so there is the video head right there. Now this is not a double azimuth head like in the JVC video we looked at. This is a single head, and so this is considered a two-head VCR. So we have one head there, and the other head here. Now you see two coils of wire on here. Look at the reflection in the cylinder. Those aren't individual heads. The gap on this one is in the center of those two coils of wire. And you'll notice they're both the same color. So this is simply a 2-head VHS VCR. And it looks dirty. I really wish I had a microscope camera because these things look so neat when you look at them on the microscope. But let's go ahead and try to give it a cleaning. So I'm just going to say in advance, sorry about the shakiness, but the workbench does wiggle when I do stuff like this. And I'm going to try to keep my hand out of the way if I can. Scrubbing in a horizontal motion only. Very hard to keep my hand out of the way. Look at how dirty that cotton swab is. All right, I'm going to go ahead and clean the rest of the tape path. All right, well, I was thinking about cleaning the mode select switch in this unit, but it doesn't have one. It uses these two optical sensors. If you look just to the right of this capacitor right here, you'll see those two little dots. And it's really hard to see, but that is an infrared emitter and detector, and it looks up through the gear just above this right here. And the gear has slots cut in it on the inside, and so it looks at those slots to determine where it is in the mechanism positioning. So like I said, I thought about cleaning that switch, but it's just not going to do any good because it's an optical encoder. Very cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and just loosely assemble it. I'm not going to go ahead and put the cover back on it yet, but we'll just go ahead, and I did have to unplug these cables to get the mechanism to come out far enough, so we'll go ahead and plug those back in, and we'll just loosely put the chassis back. Okay, loosely assembled. Let's go ahead and turn it on. We'll pop a tape into it. We'll hit play. There it is, look at that. All right. Well, I can't explain what the squeak was. I just don't know. It's a direct drive loading motor. It does have a capstan belt, but that does not load the tape. It does not have a mode switch, so it could not have been oxidized. I just don't know. Well, let's go ahead and put it back together, and we'll give it a final try. Okay, let's power the unit up. We'll put an SLP tape or a 6-hour tape into it. We'll hit play. I want to give my sincere thank you for those who have supported my channel. with a donation via PayPal or by having me repair your unit. If you enjoyed this, please consider subscribing to my channel and liking this video. It really helps my channel grow. You can follow me on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, at NorCal715. You can email me, norcal715videos@gmail.com. Go ahead and leave me a comment, a question, a concern down below. I try to read all the comments and respond when I have time. Remember, with your help, we can keep these things out of the landfill, out of the recycle bin, and out of the e-waste facility. Everybody, thanks for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Have a great day. Bye-bye.